What's up YouTube, it's Zapdos TCG here, and thanks again for tuning in for another TCG deck profile video on my channel. As you know, we're doing a post-rotation video series, so in this video we're gonna have a Zoroark Garbodor. That's right, another Zoroark variant. We are almost done with the Zoroark variant, but these are on high demand. Everybody wants to see what a Garbodor looks like with Zoroark after the rotation, so that is what you're gonna see in this video. Let's go straight into this video. Again, we are gonna start off, of course, with 4 copies of Zoroark GX. You know him well, and this deck relies, just a little spoiler here, on Rainbow Energies and Double Carded Energies. So you do have access to the occasional Trickster GX, which can just surprise the opponent. You can copy any attack on the opponent's side of the field and use it without having the required energies. So that is awesome, that GX move. Also, Righteous Beating, 120 if the bench is full, and of course, trade to just get our resources from the deck. You can just discard 1 card from the hand and then draw 2. Very, very powerful. So Zoroark has a lot of popularity with it, and we're definitely gonna see it post-rotation. And today it's going to be with Garbodor. We definitely need a couple of Zoroarks, so a 4/4 line of Zoroark GX is a must in every Zoroark deck. Then of course, the secondary attacker that you guys have been asking for. So if you have suggestions, definitely put them in the comment section below, so you know, so I know what to make. So here we have the Trashalanche Garbodor. Since we do rely on running Rainbow Energies, we can get that attack off. We don't run the ability lock anymore. That has been rotated out. On the 1st of September, we don't have access to Garbotoxin, so Trashalanche is the only viable way to just play Zoroark Garbodor. The good thing is that Trashalanche will be dealing a bunch of damage. Everybody will rely, of course, on Nest Balls, Timer Balls, because we lose Bridget, and a bunch of setup decks still need all of those item cards. Think about Rare Candy, think about all the tool cards. This deck will still run 2 Field Blows to get rid of a Choice Band, so you can definitely get some more items in the discard. And Garbodor deals 20 damage for every item in the opponent's discard pile, so that's why Garbodor is still a force to be reckoned with. You can destroy Naganadals, you can destroy Buzzwoles, Necrozma GXs, everything that is weak to Psychic will definitely go down easily with Garbodor and the Trashalanche. It's also a 1 price attacker, only needing 1 energy, and you also have the Stomp Off with, of course, the Trubbish. Being able to discard the top card of the opponent's deck can also be a ton of fun. Next, we're also going to include a 1/1 line of Magcargo. So we're going to have Magcargo, of course, with a Smooth Over ability, and then a Slugma to go along with that. Why do we need the Magcargo? I do think that Zoroark with Magcargo is a deadly combo. You can just have access to everything you want in the deck. If you, let's say you need an Acerola, you put it on the top of the deck with Smooth Over, and then you use the ability of Zoroark GX to use trade and get that card immediately. Let's say you need a Guzma, let's say you need a Trashalanche, a Rainbow Energy, everything can be put on top of the deck thanks to Magcargo. So that's why I'm still including a 1/1 line of Magcargo in this particular list. Moving forward, we're gonna run 3 copies of Tapu Lele. Tapu Lele is still the key here. We need it for our first turn Pokemon Fan Club. I know Pokemon Fan Club is a little bit inferior to, of course, Bridget that we lose in the rotation, but of course Tapu Lele can also get with a Pokemon Fan Club, you can get that occasional Kartana in the hand. That could also work out. So next up, we're gonna have 3 tech cards, and the first tech card, as mentioned, is going to be Kartana. We do run Rainbow Energies. You could play this deck with Unit Energies as well, but I do recommend playing, of course, the Rainbow Energies, because we have more tech cards than just Kartana. Kartana has the Blade GX. Sometimes you can just pick a prize card. It could be in the late game if you only need 1 more prize card, or you can just use the Slice Off ability. Easy searchable thanks to Ultra Ball. You just get it out and just discard special energies. Also, if the opponent is playing, let's say, Ultra Space, you can also get it out with that, and you can just discard their Beast Energy in certain situations. Next up is 1 copy of the Buzzwole. Why are we still including 1 copy of Buzzwole? We do run Rainbow Energies, and we can have that access to Sledgehammer. A Sledgehammer is just very, very important against, of course, mirror matches. If the opponent is also playing a Zoroark variant and the opponent has 4 prize cards remaining, well, we can rely, of course, on the Sledgehammer of Buzzwole to just get that knockout immediately on a Zoroark. Everything that is weak to fighting will go down if the opponent has 4 prize cards, and other than that, you can also knock out weak Zoroarks, weak Eevees, etc. So 1 copy of Buzzwole is very, very fine, and also 1 copy of Oranguru. Why do we run Oranguru in the Zoroark Garbodor variant? Well, we run all special energies. We will have a tough time, of course, against things that run a lot of enhanced hammers or Kartana-GX that use a Slice Off. Well, we don't have access to the special charge, no Puzzle of Time to work with, so we need something to get our energies back in the deck, and that will be Oranguru's job here. Resource management, if we are running low in special energies, promote Oranguru, give it a Rainbow Energy, and put 3 DCs back in the deck, for example. That's why I'm including 1 copy of Oranguru in this list. Moving forward, we're gonna go to the supporters. The best supporter post-rotation is, of course, Cynthia. We're gonna run 4 copies of Cynthia because it will shuffle our hand into our deck. You can draw 6 cards, and with 6 cards, you can definitely get your resources. Maybe an energy you need, maybe Trashalanche. It all depends on the situation. Then 1 copy of Copycat. Since Zoroark, as you've seen before in this post-rotation series, Zoroark will be kind of everywhere as always. That's why Copycat comes in handy. You can just check out the opponent's hand and just draw that many cards. It's like Cynthia. In some situations it's better than Cynthia, in other situations it's terrible. Well, let's say the opponent has a hand size of 8. Well, Copycat is obviously way better, so you can use Tapu Lele to search out 1 copy of Copycat. Sometimes you want disruption. Well, there's 1 copy of Judge in here as well, so if the opponent has like 12 cards in the hand, you already have everything you need. You can just rely on Tapu Lele and just judge the opponent. It's not that great in the early phase of the game, since we also need setup, but it is what it is. Then 2 copies of Pokemon Fan Club. Pokemon Fan Club will make sure we can get those 2 Zoroarks out as quickly as possible. Trubbish is just for the late game. Trashalanche will only deal a significant amount of damage in the late game, so don't have yourself worried that you don't get out a Trubbish. Use Fan Club, get out 2 Zoroark. If you have even a Nazball in the hand, get out a Slugma. So that is the best way to go in the early phases, 2 Zoroark and a Slugma, so that way you can have Magcargo and Zoroark and you can just get your deck rolling by itself. Moving forward, there's going to be 3 copies of Guzma. Guzma is in every deck. This time around, not 4 copies. We were gonna run Palpad of every Zoroark deck, and post-rotation I think can make good use, of course, of the Palpad, because Palpad shuffles 2 supporters back from the discard in the deck, and that's why you don't have to run a maximum of 4 copies of Guzma. You can target anything you want. Let's say the opponent used a bunch of item cards. Well, Trashalanche can sweep up the game for you and use you can rely on Guzma to do that. Next, of course, is the Acerola. Why is Acerola good in this deck? Maybe you don't see it properly. Let's just put it like this. Acerola is very fantastic in this deck because we run Rainbow Energy. So even if the opponent does not decide to attack us, we can use Acerola to get a bunch of combos going. Let's say you give a Rainbow Energy to Kartana, sliced off an energy. That's very, very good. You can use Blade GX, get a prize card, and the turn after that you use Acerola, you have access to your slice off ability once more. Same goes for other Pokemon. Zoroark, if it's almost knocked out, you can use Acerola, but it's very, very great if the Zoroark has 2 Rainbow Energies attached. That way Trickster GX can take a huge KO. Next up is Mallow. I do always recommend Mallow in a Zoroark list because Mallow can get 2 cards on the top of the deck. I know Magcargo can do that, but you don't always have access to Magcargo. It's only a 10-1-1 line if it's priced. Slugma might be priced, Magcargo might be priced. You know how it goes sometimes. That's why Mallow is here to save the day. You can get your tech cards. Oh, let's say there's a Zoroark, the opponent only has 4 prize cards left. Well, you can just use Mallow, get your Buzzwole, get your Rainbow Energy, retreat, and out of nowhere sledgehammer away. So 1 copy of Mallow, very sufficient, easy searchable thanks to, of course, Tapu Lele. Now we're gonna move on to, of course, the item cards. The item cards I do recommend, of course, it's a Zoroark list, 4 copies of the Ultra Ball. Very self-explanatory. It searches out every Pokemon. We do run a bunch of Pokemon in this deck, so 4 copies is a must. Then we're gonna run 2 copies of the Nazball. Nazball is very, very nice because, of course, with Nazball we can get our bench Pokemon out. Even if Fan Club, if we don't have a first turn Fan Club, we can always draw into Nazball. Next up is going to be, of course, 2 Timer Ball. Timer Ball is kind of amazing in this deck. We all have stage 1s. We have Garbodor, we have Zoroark, we have Magcargo. So having a Timer Ball landing successfully will help you out in a ton of matches. And early phase of the game, Zoroark, if you can get that out as soon as turn 2, it's fantastic to just have, of course, draw support. Because this deck only has 6 draw supporters. That might seem low, but with 2 Timer Balls and 4 Zoroark GX, we might make it happen here. Then 3 copies of the Choice Band. Choice Band, we need that for extra damage. Let's say the opponent only has 4 items in the discard. That means with Garbodor we are dealing 80 damage, but against things like Buzzwole GX we are only dealing 160 damage. While with the Choice Band we simply fix the math and boom, out of nowhere the Garbodor can start hitting for those one-shots. And if that wasn't enough, you need more items in the opponent's discard pile. 2 copies of Field Blower will fix that immediately for you. You can just get rid of Choice Bands, you can get rid of Escape Boards if they might be running that. So that's fantastic. You could also get rid of the annoying Shrine of Punishment if you're having trouble trouble with that. But of course, we also run the Baby Buzzwole, so Baby Buzzwole can also smack a bunch of Tapu Kokos in the face sometimes. Could be awesome. So 2 Field Blowers, still a very solid count here. Some people might just reduce their Field Blower count in this type of deck, but I do think 2 Field Blowers is amazing with Trashalanche. That's why there's still 2 in there. Then 2 Rescue Stretchers. Now you might say, why 2 Rescue Stretchers? Well, Puzzle of Time is gone. There's nothing we can do about that. So 2 copies of Rescue Stretcher will make sure that we can get that Garbodor or that Magcargo back if it's in the discard. Well, why is it great? Let me just explain to you. If you only run a 2-2 line of Garbodor and a 1-1 line of Magcargo, so that's why there's 2 copies of the Rescue Stretcher. You might also cut 1 Rescue Stretcher for an extra Trubbish, so you can just get that. But I just realized that Garbodor is only great in the late game or in the mid game, so that's why 2 Rescue Stretchers will help us out. Next up, we are gonna run 1 copy of the Enhanced Hammer. Very solid card to just get rid of special energies. As said, Special Charge is gone, Puzzle of Time is gone. There's a very high chance that the opponent will never get access to that special energy once more, so that's why it's fantastic in every single list. We also have Kartana to slice off special energy, so Enhanced Hammer with a slice off is very disruptive for the opponent, which you can easily get out, of course, with your Mallow, so that's why you can discard 2 special energies at once. Then 2 copies of Switch, because Switch will be necessary. Floatstone is gone, believe it or not. Not that we need Floatstone, because of course Garbotoxin is gone, but Switch, Garbodor has a 3 retreat cost. How do you get that out of the active? Same goes with Magcargo. You need to get it out of the active at certain points in the game, so 2 copies of Switch. Why 2? Sometimes there might be 1 price. Then 1 copy of the Palpad. Palpad is a fantastic card in Zoroark builds. Let's say you need your Judge back, your Acerola, or something else, maybe a couple of Guzmas. You just put them in the deck, and then if you have a bunch of Zoroarks out, you can use trade, and you will draw immediately into that supporter. Not to mention that we have 3 Tapu Lele, so if you use Palpad and run into an Ultra Ball or Tapu Lele, you immediately have access to that supporter once more. And then to finish off the list, we're gonna run 8 energies. I know it might seem low. There's gonna be 4 double Chaos energies, of course, for Zoroark to just use Righteous Beating turn after turn, or maybe you can attach it to Oranguru to use Resource Management. And then to finish the list, we're gonna run 4 copies of the Rainbow Energy. This is the list that I feel very secure about. This is Zoroark Garbodor. Kind of consistent. We're gonna run a bunch of energies. The rainbows are there for Garbodor, for maybe Kartana, or maybe for the Buzzwole. It's also nice to use Rainbow Energy on Oranguru, so you can get back your double Chaos energy, so Zoroark can just spam that. And I also like the fact that you can Palpad for your Acerola once more. There's not a Max Potion in here, unfortunately, couldn't find the room for it. Max Potion is also kind of a nice way to just heal off, but with all that special energy disruption in the format thanks to Enhanced Hammer Kartana, using Max Potion to discard some energies is not the best way. Maybe an extra Acerola could also be fine. So this is the tacked out version of Zoroark Garbodor. Let me know in the comment section what you think about this list. This time we're relying on Pokemon Fan Club. Are you a bigger fan of relying on maybe the Apricorn Maker with more Nest Balls? Let me know in the comment section below. And also I want to know, what deck list do you want to see post-rotation up next? I enjoy making these videos. They also get a lot of attention. You guys seem to enjoy them. So let me know what you want to see next, and I'll be sure to try and make it. Things like Blaziken and of course, things like Sceptile are a little bit rogue decks, so I am first trying to complete all the popular meta decks before I go into rogue territory, so just to have a little understanding here. Don't post something like, I want to see a rogue Alolan Raticate deck, and I'm gonna say like, something that already has been played throughout the season. That's what we're updating in this series. Anyhow, if you enjoyed what you saw, be sure to demolish the like button as usual, and subscribe for more content like this. I'll be seeing you guys in the next Pokemon TCG video. I wish you all a very fantastic rest of your day, and have fun with Zoroark Garbodor. Peace out.